Why did Jesus use parables to teach? Jesus of Nazareth, revered as one of the most profound teachers in history, often employed a unique method of instruction, parables. This intriguing narrative technique, as outlined in Matthew 13:13, serves as a spiritual tool that both reveals and conceals divine truths. This script will explore the rationale behind this method and its profound implications for both historical and contemporary audiences. To begin our exploration, we focus on the central question: why did Jesus use parables? A closer look at Matthew 13:13 provides a foundational scripture that encapsulates this concept. Jesus stated, "Therefore speak I to them in parables, because they seeing see not, and hearing they hear not." This profound statement offers a glimpse into the dual nature of parables as both revelatory and concealing instruments. Parables are simple yet profound stories designed to illustrate moral or spiritual lessons. They employ characters and scenarios drawn from everyday life, enabling listeners to relate deeply to their message. Unlike straightforward doctrinal instruction, parables engage the listener's imagination and reflection, inviting them to discover deeper meanings on their own terms. Recognized for his unparalleled teaching methods, Jesus utilized parables to communicate in a manner that was engaging, relatable, and enduring. His ability to connect spiritual truths with everyday events allowed his audience to grasp complex divine concepts more readily. This method exemplifies masterful teaching, aiming to speak to the heart and mind of the listener alike. The primary purpose of parables was to communicate complex truths about God's kingdom through storytelling. By employing familiar characters and situations, Jesus was able to illustrate divine principles in a manner accessible to all. Parables simplified profound ideas without losing the depths of their meanings, making divine wisdom attainable, yet infinitely deep for those willing to explore further. Parables serve to reveal truths intentionally to those spiritually inclined. Listeners with open hearts and minds, eager to grasp these deeper meanings, found parables to be windows into understanding divine mysteries. The challenge of interpreting parables encouraged reflection, inviting engagement with the teachings at a level beyond the merely superficial. Conversely, parables also concealed truths from the hard-hearted, those resistant to Jesus' message. Their design ensured that only those seeking truth with genuine intent would uncover the rich meanings within. This method offered protection, as deeper spiritual truths remained hidden from those unwilling to listen with sincerity. Through their complexity and layered meanings, Jesus' parables encouraged spiritual growth among listeners. The act of interpreting these stories fostered discernment and contemplation, providing a path for spiritual development and moral reflection. Parables served as a stimulant for those eager to deepen their understanding of God's teachings. Listeners faced an inherent decision when encountering a parable: to seek deeper meaning or remain in spiritual blindness. This challenge highlighted the individual's stance towards faith and truth. Parables presented spiritual truths without force, prompting voluntary acceptance and understanding. One of the most remarkable aspects of Jesus' parables is their ability to transcend cultural and temporal barriers. Rooted in universal human experiences, these stories effortlessly bypass the particularities of time and place. The enduring nature of parables ensures that Jesus' teachings remain relevant and insightful to diverse audiences throughout history. Storytelling was a crucial element of Jesus' parable teaching method. By crafting narratives that were rich and engaging, Jesus captured the attention and imagination of his listeners. This method fostered a sense of connection and provided an inviting pathway for listeners to engage with spiritual teachings on a personal level. Parables acted as a safeguard against misinterpretation and opposition by those unwilling to embrace divine wisdom. By embedding teachings within stories, Jesus ensured that only the sincere seekers, those genuinely interested in understanding, would extract the full depth of his message. This approach protected the integrity of his teachings across different audiences. Parables invited listeners to examine their personal beliefs and truths. By encouraging introspection, these stories provided opportunities for individuals to reflect on their spiritual standing and openness. This reflection sparked personal insight, often leading to transformative spiritual realizations and growth. The parables accelerated an interactive learning process, requiring active engagement from the audience. Rather than passively receiving doctrine, listeners were challenged to interpret and internalize teachings themselves. This interactivity deepened the connection to the messages of Jesus, enhancing spiritual comprehension and personal growth. The relevance of Jesus' parables goes beyond their original historical and cultural context. Over centuries, these narratives have continued to prompt reflection and insight among diverse audiences. Their timeless messages speak to universal truths and moral principles, ensuring their endurance and continued impact across generations. Jesus' use of parables reveals his profound mastery in teaching. These stories were effective tools that engaged listeners, conveying deep spiritual truths while allowing individuals to interpret and internalize according to their spiritual disposition. The enduring power of parables lies in their ability to transcend human limitations, speaking to the heart of all who seek truth. Through parables, Jesus invited listeners then, and continues to invite us now, to explore the wondrous depths of spiritual wisdom and insight.